Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm joined again by my lovely wife, Allie.
Hello.
And we're taking a trip to Haight Ashbury. I'm sure everybody's heard of Haight Ashbury. It's a neighborhood in San Francisco, famous for the intersection of Haight and Ashbury. We're going to take a drive down Haight Street, and then we'll go for a little walk. And this is Haight Street that we're going down right now. And you can see the architecture and the colors and the artwork.
I have really good street art.
Yeah,
Graffiti.
yeah, a lot of good street art. And sorry for the shaky camera, but they're doing some construction. This is the intersection of Haight and Ashbury right here.
Dogs can be creepy.
Yes. Yes, they can. You notice the two legs on the side sticking out of the window. That's it's a shop there.
There's a lot of interesting shops.
Yeah.
Like
And
to die for.
Right, exactly. And of course, Haight Ashbury was the kind of the epicenter for the hippie movement and the free love. It all kind of happened right here. Interesting colors of these. And this is Buena Vista Park, yeah. And this is really the end of the part of Haight Ashbury that is, you know, the well-known part with all the, you know, the businesses and everything. And from that point on, it's all residential until you get to downtown. So here we're at the end of Haight Street, or the beginning, whichever way you want to look at it. And Haight Street, one end of it, is at the entrance of Golden Gate Park. And of course, the day I go to film this guy's got his bicycle set up and blocking the sign there. So, yeah. But yeah, this is the entrance to Golden Gate Park, and we'll be doing a video on Golden Gate Park probably when the weather warms up a little bit. It's a little cold there today. So, like I said, this is the beginning of Haight Street, so we're going to go ahead and take a little walk. Amoeba Music. That is that's like a Walmart of records and CDs. It's just
I haven't been in there.
Oh, you haven't been in there?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's just got records, CDs, movies, just, and they're still around. And of course, all the psychedelic tie-dye that's well known in this area, and Grateful Dead stuff. Speaking of which, here's some street art honoring Jerry Garcia. May he rest in peace. And of course, this tourist is just going to stand right in my way.
How rude. Another rude person.
Mm-hmm.
Letting their little animal off its leash.
Well, anyways, peace and love. That's what it says on either side of Jerry Garcia.
Tell it's rubbing off.
It's working on you, yeah. It's a nice mural.
It's newer.
No, I'm not taking a picture of you, sir. Thanks for getting out of my way.
Late.
This woman, I like this woman. She's going down the street, doing her Tai Chi, singing her little song.
I love that woman.
This store, unfortunately, wasn't open, but this is Love to Death. It's a curiosity shop. It was on a season of, what was the name of that show? Curiosities? Oddities.
Oddities.
It was a season of oddities. The entire season was dedicated to this one store right here, and they got all kinds of crazy things. It's on Netflix or YouTube if you want it. And these are vintage clothing stores. There's a bunch of them out here.
Cool store.
Yeah. All this old clothing from, you can see that guy's wearing something looks like it's from the 70s. And this is a tour bus. It's a VW van or a VW bus, microbus. It's all painted up in psychedelic colors, and this guy takes people on tours of Haight Ashbury.
Great bus.
Yeah, it's a cool bus. Those VW buses they're actually cool vehicles.
I always wanted one.
Yeah. It's amazing what some people do with them. Watch this guy. This is the tour guy with the white shirt and the green pants. He sees my shadow coming up, creeping up on him. He just turns like, who's that?
I was hoping it was another fair.
Probably. Yeah, a lot of homeless people hanging out.
Poor homeless dogs.
Yeah. And this is Burger Age. I just thought it was a cool building. You see the corner has that, I guess that's an octagonal room there above the store. And they have it painted up in all these bright colors.
I don't think we've ever been there.
No, I haven't actually tried it yet, but I've seen it every time I've gone down there and I thought, I'm going to try it one time. Okay, so this is Slice House, owned by Tony Gimagnani. And like I said, this guy is a rock star in the pizza world. And I didn't discover this guy until we moved here, but that's him right there. I went to his restaurant in North Beach and got a picture with him in the kitchen. And you can see all the awards he's won. As a matter of fact, he won a 13th award recently. My friend Dale just explained to me that he, I can't remember where he won it, but Belgium or something like that, but he won a 13th award.
It's amazing pizza.
Yeah, best pizza. And of course, that was the intersection of Haight and Ashbury right there. And, Jefferson Airplane, Grateful Dead, Janis Joplin, they all lived in this area. But anyways, if you come to San Francisco and you like pizza, you need to try Tony's Pizza in North Beach in Little Italy, or the Slice House. So this is the house right here that the Grateful Dead lived in. This kind of dark, what would you call that color? Eggplant maybe, or like a dark purple. And it's the only house on the street that has a gate at the bottom of the stairs, because fans were coming up and, somebody lives here. This is somebody's house.
Yeah, that would annoy the fuck out of me. That honestly would annoy the shit out of me.
Yeah, so they took care of it. But cool looking house. But yeah, all the members of the Grateful Dead lived in this house for like 4 years, several years. And yeah, usually when I come here, the sidewalk has a bunch of fan art that they've drawn on the sidewalk, usually in chalk, or I'm not sure what else they use, but right now there's just a faded picture of Jerry Garcia that somebody drew on the sidewalk. And this house across the street, as you can see, at the same time was the headquarters of the San Francisco chapter of the Hells Angels. Right across the street from the Grateful Dead.
Those are the same ones that were involved in the Altamont incident.
Probably. I would think so. And this is a clothing store.
Is that new?
I think it is, yeah. I don't remember seeing it last time. Yeah, there's a nice outfit on the left there.
I'm sure they have one in your size.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, you had your eye on it, so.
It's a cool paint job on this building here.
That's a good paint job. A lot of really interesting color buildings.
And a whole line of homeless people with their dogs. It's like every homeless person has a dog.
I feel bad for the dogs. I mean, don't get me wrong, I feel bad for the people, but...
Yeah, the dogs don't have a choice.
Yeah. I mean, those dogs, I feel so bad for them.
Yeah, here's a smoke shop that's, as you can see, has been here since 1968.
Smoke Shop's older than me.
And we've reached Buena Vista Park. And this is, like I said, the end of the well-known or commercial section of Haight Ashbury. And from here north to downtown San Francisco, it's mostly residential.
It would have been so pretty if not for the
yeah, the trash
off too.
Well, there's a lot of homeless people and hippies and drug addicts that hang out in this park. Like, I don't know what's wrong with this woman here, but and some are all three. But you can see there's only a small group here at the bottom. But usually this hill right here, it almost looks like a scene from Woodstock. There's just groups of people sitting all over the side of this hill, you know, sitting in circles, talking, smoking, whatever, and hanging out. Yeah, I don't know what she's doing down there. An interesting outfit that she's wearing.
Yeah.
And those two little houses over there in the corner.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. You know, they were talking about building some of those, tiny houses for the homeless people to live in. It's like, like a little one-bedroom house. That might be what it is. You've seen that show, Tiny Houses, right? Yeah, they were talking about doing that.
It's an interesting spot for them if that's the case.
That might be just like an example or something. I'm not sure if those are actually being used, but I suspect that's what it is.
I love that building with the colors.
This is called Love on Haight. You see what they did there? That was a play on words. Yeah, they're very positive, very spiritual. Interesting outfits.
Not necessarily daily wear, but...
No, something you wear out to a club or a festival or something. Hippie Thai food. Hippie Thai food. That's what Bruce Willis says in... what was that movie? I can't remember the name of the movie. Die Hard, yeah. And there's those legs right there. And there's a place in New Orleans that's that has a very similar thing where the legs come in. This one doesn't move, but they're advertising this boutique down here. But anyone who's been down to New Orleans has seen that same pair of legs swinging in and out of a building. And we're at the intersection of Haight and Ashbury again, and here is Ben and Jerry's, which of course Ben and Jerry's would be right at the intersection of Haight and Ashbury. And I'll bet, I didn't ask, but I'll bet the number one flavor is Cherry Garcia.
Yeah, I guess.
I would think.
But unless you're somebody like me who was never a Grateful Dead fan, I guess you would probably wouldn't go for that one.
No, you're right.
Of where you're at. No offense.
Yeah, a lot of younger people don't know about the Grateful Dead. Jimi Hendrix, The Red House. Yeah, and this was cool. They took that iconic picture of Santana at Woodstock and they printed it on a set of skateboards side by side. That's pretty cool. And there's those twins again. They keep showing up.
Very creepy.
And we're walking, and we're walking.
They swing their arms so they don't fall down.
Yeah. Yeah, this...
Oh, puppy!
This bulldog was just hanging out.
Oh,
He's just
want that puppy.
He's just watching people going by. It's
Love
cool.
that face. Look at that face. Oh.
A face only a mother could love.
Little baby.
Yeah. So anyways, that's our trip to Haight Ashbury. thanks again for joining us, and subscribe, like, and share, and leave some comments, and we hope to see you again. Check out some of our other videos.
Thank you.